What if the man aiming a rifle at you was the same brother you once shared a bed with as a child? War didn't come softly. It crashed into their home like a storm that no one could run from. Two brothers, raised under the same roof, eating from the same table, defending each other from childhood fights, suddenly found themselves forced to choose sides neither truly believed it. The eldest believed joining the German army was his duty. The younger believed the Allies were fighting for justice. Both believed they were doing the right thing. But the truth was simple. Neither wanted to hurt the other. Their mother stood in the doorway the night they left, her hands trembling, her eyes holding both pride and terror. The brothers embraced, lingering, knowing it might be the last time. And then they stepped into the cold night, walking together down the same dirt road they had played on since they could walk. When the road split, they stopped. No words, no arguments, just two brothers staring at a future that suddenly made no sense. One turned east, the other west. A single second of hesitation hung in the air, and then they were gone. The war consumed them quickly. Long marches, frozen trenches, artillery that shook the bones. Months of hunger, rain, mud, and fear. Each brother wrote letters meant for the other. Letters filled with hope, anger, apologies, and love. Stay alive. Please stay alive. Or, forgive me, I never wanted this war between us. But no letter ever reached its destination. The battlefield swallowed everything. Winter fell hard in Europe. Snow turned red, then froze solid. Soldiers disappeared into blinding storms. Every sunrise felt like a borrowed gift. One night, the younger brother's unit was ordered to advance through the forest. The trees creaked under the weight of ice. Every branch looked like a rifle waiting to fire. The men moved quietly, step by step, breath fogging into the frozen air. On the other side of the woods, the elder brother's unit prepared for a counterattack. They were exhausted, freezing, barely recognizable behind layers of mud and frost. He clutched a small tin in his pocket, a keepsake his brother had given him years ago, a reminder of home. Neither side knew who waited beyond the trees. Gunfire shattered the silence. Machine guns tore through the forest. Explosions lit up the snow. Men ran, slipped, screamed, fired blindly into smoke and shadows. The brothers were somewhere in that chaos, somewhere close enough to hear each other's breath, yet hidden by fear and fate. Then it happened. The younger brother saw a wounded soldier collapse in the open. Without thinking, he broke cover and sprinted towards him, bullets slicing through the air. He grabbed the man by the collar and dragged him through the snow. A rifle locked onto him. The shooter steadied the barrel, hesitated, and froze. Eye to eye, face to face, two silhouettes suddenly became two brothers. For a moment, everything stopped. The screams, the gunfire, the explosions, all distant. Just two boys from the same home, staring across a world that had turned them into enemies. The elder brother slowly lowered his rifle, his breath shaking, tears freezing before they could fall. He whispered a name lost in the roar of battle. But his brother understood. That single second of mercy changed nothing, and yet it changed everything. A shouted order broke the moment. More gunfire, more chaos. The battlefield separated them again. Weeks passed, then months. The war finally ended, but peace didn't heal every wound. One brother returned home, thinner, older, carrying the weight of things he could never forget. He walked the same dirt road he had once shared with his brother until he reached the crossroads where they had separated. He turned right, home, then left, toward the military cemetery. Rows of identical graves stretched into the horizon. No names, only numbers. he found the one he feared. He fell to his knees, hands trembling. We should never have been enemies. His voice broke. War never asked what we wanted. And as the cold wind swept through the silent cemetery, he made a promise to the brother he could no longer save. Your story won't be forgotten. Because the harsh truth remained. In war, victory has many fathers, but loss, it always comes home alone.